Welcome to Tarot Friday, where I go live every single Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. It's a lot of fun. My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energy of the cards. So if you're just joining us, our Fridays are new. I think this is the third or fourth Friday. I can't remember. So I'm really excited about that. It seems to be a hit. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. And Ken. So really, it's one of those things where it seems to be really popular and it's catching on. So this is where you submit your questions in advance or live. You do it through PayPal, Venmo, SuperChat. Let me go ahead and just scroll to my little intro I want to say. So let me back up. You can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can read a little more about me. You can also sign up for the free newsletter. You can book a personal reading with me, a missing person consultation. You can also go to the Learning Center there. That's where the manifestation class is. I have a new one coming out on August 5th. That's going to be an accelerated course. It's 5 weeks. If that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and sign up. Read all the descriptions. If you still have questions, then definitely reach out to me. I also have an online tarot masterclass that's coming. That is going to be posted the end of July, beginning of August. I'm recording the videos now. I usually teach it live twice a year in March and in October, but we're all in different time zones, and I've had people saying that it doesn't fit their schedule, so they want to go at their own pace. I'm going to go ahead and upload it. So look for that. That is definitely coming. And I also do private lessons, one-on-one tarot, raising your I'm blending things now. In tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration. So if that's something you'd like help with, definitely go ahead and book an appointment. And of course, I have a section called Alison's Picks. Those are going to be my affiliate links. Skin Like Butter, Dr. Amir Karim Skincare, Rogers Hood Apothecary, and I have one coming this weekend, and that's going to be Omnilux Red Light Therapy. They specialize in the masks. They have them for the hands, and they have one that comes down over the neck. It's phenomenal. I use that product, and so I reached out to them to have them as an affiliate to go ahead and pass that on to you. So that is definitely coming. If you don't know, I go on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. So I've just recently started on TikTok. No one really follows me on Rumble. Everyone's on YouTube. So I think I'm going to mix it up. I think I'm going to give away a free reading, free 30-minute reading, and have a contest. And for all the people that go sign up, I'm going to create a new channel. So don't sign up yet. Rumble's kind of a mess. I had a different name before I changed my name, and it won't let me change it. I had to create a new page. It's so stupid. YouTube is lovely. It's just they have censorship. So anyways, that being said, when I create the new page, I'm going to have a contest for everybody that signs up. I will randomly choose a name, and you will get a free 30-minute reading with me. So look for that. I'll probably have that announcement next week. I'm going to announce it on the live shows for sure, and then also on the videos. All right. So you can see me on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok, where I have my Zodiac readings. I have the love readings. I have the money and career readings. And then I go live 3 days a week. Tarot Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursdays in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And where you are today, this is Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. I also do the occasional interview, so definitely check that out. And all of my readings are for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. And don't forget, I have a new channel membership. If that's something you'd like to join, to be part of this fantastic community and to support the channel, definitely go ahead and sign up. Wonderful group of people. If you can watch this live, show up in the chat. I have wonderful moderators that can help you answer questions and just be part of this community. Really, we're very blessed. It's a wonderful community. Definitely show up. And if you could, and if you're liking the show throughout the night, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if today's show resonates with you, especially after it posts, and then let me know where you're watching from. I'm getting ready to travel. I just got back from New Zealand and Australia and Canada, Scotland, and Scandinavia. You're up next, but that's the fall. I don't want to be anywhere in the heat. So that's coming. And you can always hit the notification bell to see when I go live next. And at the end of today's show, I'm going to do a general reading for our soul tribe. That's everybody that is watching live in the replay or whenever this video finds you in a week, a year, 5 years from now, that's when this video is meant for you. So definitely stick around for the end. And I want to say a special thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate your love and support. I could not do this without you. And the same is true for my moderators. Thank you so much. You really make this show easy. If I didn't have moderators, this would be difficult. Thank you so much. And what else? And Ken, I love you. Thank you so much. So here we go. I've got 2 rules. 2 general rules for the live shows. 1 question per show. Why? Because it gives everybody the opportunity to go ahead and ask a question. And if one person is constantly asking a question, it becomes their personal reading. So this is when we need to go ahead and open it up so that everybody has an opportunity to ask a question. And the second rule is no bad language. We need to keep it family friendly for YouTube. That is the nature of this channel. It is a censorship type channel, and we just need to keep it on that level. If you have topics that are maybe off color or something you want to go into that's more personal, you can absolutely book a personal reading with me and we can go into it there. I have no problem with it. I'm a big girl and I can pretty much handle anything you have to say. The only thing, like I said, is that YouTube is not. They just, for whatever reason, the censorship is really clamping down. All right, so this is how you post your question: through PayPal, Venmo, or Stripe. And now that we're live, that's when people post it in advance. And when we're live, PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just know the SuperChat's a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. That's their platform, and so we go by their rules. So just know that. So it's a minimum $30 for SuperChat, and it's a minimum of $20 for PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. Alrighty, so what we have, let me go ahead and scroll down here. So I'm going to go ahead and read a disclaimer, and all of that information is in the description of the video. That way you can go ahead and get that information, submit your question, or if you're in the chat, the moderators can help direct you too. That's up to you. That's why they're there, is to help. I also have to read a disclaimer, and so this is for YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. The disclaimer is this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give psychiatric, legal, financial, or medical advice. Alrighty. Is Ava here today? Exactly. Happy birthday, Ava. Are you watching? You're supposed to be on vacation. Okay, a big happy birthday to Ava, one of our moderators. Yay. Okay. So the first question is from Linda. And if you guys don't know, Linda is one of my first clients, and she is one of my longtime supporters. Ever since I did Tarot Tuesday, and then we added Thursday, and now Friday, she submits a question for every single show, every single week. Oh my God. So for this week's question is, what does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Linda. Okay, Linda, thank you for your question. All right. And that's something, if anyone's watching and you want to ask a question, but you don't know what to ask, you can say that. That's what I say in my Zodiac readings. So what does the universe want to tell me today? Or today I just recorded a Gemini. What does the universe want to tell Gemini today? That's how I start my day. What does the universe want to tell me today? So if you don't know what to ask, but you want to participate, that's an option. Or, will I find love this year? You'll see a lot of the questions that come in that are common, right? Okay, so what does the universe want to tell Linda today? But it's all individual answers. Here we go. This is for Linda. We have the Temperance card. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so we have the Temperance card, the High Priestess. I can't get it. Three of Swords. All right, so this is about you being in balance, Linda. This is those times of stress, times of relaxation. So between the good times and the bad times, this is you holding that position of neutrality. This is you having a very optimistic attitude, really allowing yourself to stand right here in this fire and not let it affect you. So I feel like whatever's going on in your life right now, you're able to overcome anything that's coming your way. It's allowing you to be in a position of balance. This is something that is really strong that's coming in for you. I feel like you're also getting some divine downloads from Spirit with this card, that they are there to help you. I think that it is shifting. I think you're in this position of neutrality and balance, but it's also shifting you into, I feel like you're being raised up into this. So let's say you are just right here. Well, you're going up. So you're going into maybe a good way of saying is to a higher level of consciousness in that position of neutrality. Something's happened, something has changed, which has caused you to go up. Maybe to go up in clarity, to go up in harmony, to go up in intelligence on this level of consciousness. So something has definitely come in for you. And with the High Priestess, I mean, this is really telling me, again, these two cards they're just screaming at me that you've got a lot of divine downloads coming in. You've got a lot of protection from the other side. So this is between the light and the dark. And again, she is also in a position of neutrality. She stands there full of her potential to be able to use these divination tools. And this is spirit coming in through you. And then in this case, let's say out through her hands as she is putting the divining tools down. I feel spirit is coming through you. This is going to be your intuition. This could be from spirit, your guardian angels, your ancestors. They are definitely coming in through you. And I think that that is part of this expansive energy that you have around you. It all centers around this position of neutrality. Something about your emotions is just you're staying in this position of neutrality. And that usually tells me that you have explored your emotions so deeply that you don't need to show any drama or anything. Again, position of neutrality. But that's because you've explored it so deeply. You're very much in tune with everything that's going on around you, especially on an emotional level. The last card, God, these cards are just flying today. The last card is the Three of Swords. This is telling me that you have an opportunity right now to heal your heart. You have an opportunity to heal any pain. While you're in this position of neutrality and your consciousness is going higher, you are being up-leveled. I mean, that it goes without saying. But for anything that is hurting you now on an emotional level, but this is you intellectualizing it and it's emotional, it's together because you see the pain, you are replaying pain in your mind. This is allowing you to start that healing process. So traditionally it's a heart with three swords in it. So this is allowing you to pull a sword out, heal that wound, and then go on to the next one and the next one, so that you can start healing that. Pulling those swords out of that heart is going to also elevate you. You're pulling that pain out, you're healing it. And again, you're exploring your emotions so deeply that you are very much, you're very in tune with what it is that you're doing, and you have a high emotional IQ because of that. But that allows you to be in that position of neutrality because you've explored your emotions so deeply. So that never ends. And that's something that's coming in for you right now. Okay, Linda, so that's what the universe wants to tell you. You are definitely doing a lot of emotional work, and you have a lot of upgrades coming in. Very interesting. Thank you for your question. Okay, so the next one is from Lisa, and Lisa writes, hello, Alison. Love your Virgo video and the new Friday Live. Thank you, Lisa. Flattery gets you everywhere. And she says, I'm divorced and I've been single for about a year. Will I find love this year? I'm ready. Thanks, Lisa. Okay, let's find out. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you on that. Okay, will you find love this year? Here we go. We have the Empress. We have the Temperance card, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have the Empress, the Temperance card, and the Knight of Pentacles. You will absolutely find love this year. So it's really all around you. I think that you're ready. That's what this card is telling me. You are ready for love. You're ready to have a deep relationship. You're also ready to give a lot to somebody else, somebody new that's in your life. You're willing to birth a new relationship, and you're looking for the right person. It's a beautiful energy. The Empress is all four queens put together. She has that inward focus. All the queens have an inward focus. So if we're looking for love, we've got the Queen of Cups right here. But looking at things with a big open heart, the Empress is also very loving, prosperous, abundant. So attracting a lot of love to you. I think that this is telling you you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to meet a lot of people, a lot of suitors. It's up to you to use your discernment to see which one's right for you. With this Temperance card, this is really allowing you to step into this position of being in balance and harmony. So that tells me that you've done that inner work since your divorce, and that's allowing you to be grounded. So you're not going to go over into your emotions. You're not going to go over into your intellect. You really have this beautiful position of harmony. And that's allowing you to attract the next person into your life for you to find love. So will you find love? Absolutely. The Knight of Pentacles is saying take it slow and steady. Stay grounded, stable, secure, very practical, very structured. So don't let somebody come in and rearrange your schedule for you. You know, like you don't need to change what it is that you're doing. So you don't need to make them a priority by sacrificing yourself. This is you having you as a priority. And then when you want to go on a date with them, of course, that's a priority, but you don't have to make it so that it infringes on you. I think this is you having this type of relationship where it works for everybody. This is you enjoying the journey. You're enjoying going out on dates, meeting new people. Everything is new. You take time to smell the roses. If someone doesn't resonate with you, you move on. I feel that you're very grounded as far as that goes, and that's going to allow you to attract someone. You're not desperate. You're not feeling vulnerable, and you're not feeling hurt. You really have healed from the divorce. And so that's going to allow you to attract a strong love into your life right now. Oh my God, how beautiful, Lisa. Thank you for your question. All right. So next person, let me go ahead and see. All right. So these questions were submitted in advance, by the way. I'm going to check PayPal and Venmo and Stripe in just a second. I haven't seen any super chats come in, so I think we're okay there. Just want to say hello to everybody. Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you. Yeah, Toasty, Arizona. Oh, my gosh. You know, I almost moved to Scottsdale, and then I came to Florida, a different type of heat. I would have been better off in Scottsdale. Whew, this humidity with the heat is next level. It really is. In fact, I have to turn my fan on. I can see my face. It's lighting up. I turn really red. All right. Here we go. All right. So the next question is from Lydia, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. I love your live shows and Gemini videos. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Lydia from Madrid." Ah, from Madrid. I love it. Oh, I love it there. Fountain Hills, I love it. All right, so here we have Lydia from Madrid. All right, here we go. I'm from San Diego, so I know exactly where you're at because I used to go there. All right, here we go. So this is for Lydia. What does the universe want to tell Lydia today? All right, we've got the Hanged Man. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. All right, we have the Hanged Man, the King of Pentacles, and the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. So you've heard me say it. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. For me, that's what this King of Pentacles represents. The Hermit and all four aces in addition to that King of Pentacles. And so that's a loaded card. And you've got the Six of Wands. So a lot is happening for you, Lydia. So first off, this is you going within for a time of deepening. You're taking a time out, you're stepping back, and that's allowing you to really gain a different perspective on something that's going on in your life. This is allowing you to really turn around, and you're going to be coming out different on the other side, right? This is you going through a type of transformation. This is you really pulling back. I'm getting that it's very heavy. That's the energy, this dense energy coming off that, to where you're almost stuck, kind of not moving. Like you're taking that staycation at home and you're not getting off the couch kind of energy. You're just sitting with things. You're looking at them, you're intellectualizing them, you're figuring things out, you're looking for clues and answers. Then we have the next card, which is the King of Pentacles. And so it's this King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all four aces. So this is about you being grounded, stable, and secure. You know your worth and value, and you have a lot of resources. And that's allowing you to really enjoy your life right now. And resources, it doesn't necessarily have to be finances. Resources can be the beautiful people you have in your life, the knowledge that you have from education. It can be a lot of different things. And this is just telling me that you are really enjoying it. You see the look on his face. He's really enjoying where he's at in his life. He's worked really hard to get there. And he also has this intelligence about him, this enlightenment. That Hermit is representing this type of inner work that he has done so that he is able to go there, right? He is able to definitely see everything that is going on. So he's able to look into his life. He's able to look into his past, to have that compassionate review, to be able to see where he's going. What this is telling me is that you're looking into your life right now. Spirit is saying, that is what's benefiting you, is that you are going within. You have a great life. You have a lot of things going for you, but you're going within for enlightenment right now, and that's really going to benefit you in your situation, whatever that might be. Then we have all four aces. So we're looking at the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So that Ace of Swords is you having a triumphant breakthrough in clarity. You have this victory and success coming in. That sword is the sword that is a visionary type sword. It's allowing you to really see these aha moments and these epiphanies that are coming in. You have an opportunity to step into that and see with clarity. So maybe you don't have clarity on something, and that's part of the reason why you're going within for answers. So that sword is bringing you this new beginning, because all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe, and they're new beginnings. So that's the Ace of Swords. Then we're looking at the Ace of Cups. That is the Ace of Love. It's your emotions, it's your intuition, and your connection to Source. So when that Ace of Cups presents itself, it means you can have an opportunity in love. Whatever that is for you. That could be getting a partner, that could be deepening a relationship with a current partner, that could be a friendship, that could be getting a pet, that could be a love of a career. So it's you deepening that relationship. Then what it's doing is it's allowing you to turn around and get in touch with your intuition. So your heart is open and the intuition is coming in and it's flowing. You're trusting your heart. You're trusting your feelings. Maybe you're learning to trust your intuition. It's also you being in that beautiful flow, that mind, body, soul connection up to Source. When you're in the flow, it's abundance, it's prosperity, it's easy when these things are coming in. That is something that is definitely coming in for you. This is easy. If you have strayed from your connection to Source, this is allowing you to have an opportunity to maybe open that up and have that connection coming in. Feel that coming in because you are in that flow. That's a new beginning. Then we have the Ace of Wands. That's going to be literally out with the old, in with the new, and a passionate spark, a passionate, creative new beginning for you. So maybe there's something you want to do, someone you want to be with, something that really sparks your interest. You're able to take action on that. And you can be releasing the old as this something new is coming in. So that's going to be the Ace of Wands. That's an opportunity that's coming in for you. And these are all interconnected. And then we have the final ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. And that Ace of Pentacles is a literal golden opportunity that's being presented to you in the 3D. So we're looking at relationships, platonic, romantic, a pet, we're having a new child, your coworkers. We're looking at career or work. We're looking at retirement. We're looking at housing, location, relocation, travel, your finances, your health. We're looking at, did I say education? I hope you're looking at everything in the 3D. And those are just examples. There's so much more, as we know. But you're looking into this to see what these golden opportunities that are going to present to you are. And again, they're interconnected. And you just have a lot coming in. This is like winning the lottery. Lottery numbers, no. I wish people would not say that. This is like winning the lottery, as in everything is coming in for you to make your life beautiful. So you have that coming in for you. Then the last card is going to be the Six of Wands. This is victory and success after a struggle. So everything that you've been going through, you now have success. And that could include you going within for answers. And maybe that is a struggle for you. For some people, it's hard. You know, some of the hardest knowledge to gain is self-knowledge, to look within. We're always asking ourselves to do it, and we always say to other people, go within, right? But some of that is some of the hardest knowledge to gain. It is very hard to see ourselves, to look through somebody else's eyes. What are we doing? And that's what is coming in for you. So Lydia, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Wow, that's a lot. All right, thank you for your question. Okay, so the next one is going to be from Henry. And Henry writes, hi, Alison. Loved your Taurus video. It really resonated with me. Thank you, Henry. Flattery gets you everywhere. And he says, what does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Henry. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to switch decks. Let's mix it up a little bit. All right. And I'm going to get a little tea before we get going so I don't lose my voice. All right, here we go. All right, so this is for Henry. So what does the universe want to tell Henry today? Here we go. We've got Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So this is really talking about, again, you healing from something. So I feel like something broke your heart, whether it was a person, a place, a thing, an idea, maybe a dream that didn't materialize. There's something that has broken your heart, and you now have the opportunity to heal from yourself, or heal yourself. I mean, something that has gone on. I almost feel like this is from a breakup. I'm getting like that it's a relationship that happened, and now it's something that you're moving through. So you have an opportunity to heal from that, to do that type of inner work. So we then have the Ace of Wands, a literal gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. And this ace is out with the old, in with the new. So that is out with the pain and in with love. So that's telling me that you are working through that because you have a new beginning in this. This is also that passionate new beginning, that creative spark to start something that you feel really passionate about, something. And it's using your creativity, though. It's not just like, hey, I'm going to do this. It's you really getting into it. I feel that you're using that aspect of self, and that's allowing you to create something very special for yourself, because the Knight of Wands is the builder in the tarot. You are going to be building something that you really want, whether you're working on a relationship or a career or both, you know, building a family almost. But again, I feel like this is from a previous relationship, but whatever direction it is that you're going in, you're really able to build something substantial for yourself. And it's really about you stepping into your power. I almost feel like you're in Aries. Kind of the energy that's coming through. But really, this is about you just taking that action, stepping into your power, and going for it. Absolutely. But you're healing from a broken heart. I don't have any cup energy here from that. And I think that it's because what you're doing is you are almost deflecting from doing the inner work, and you just want to do exterior work. Right? You just want to get into your work, and that's how you're dealing with your pain. That it's easier for you to just get up and go to work as opposed to looking at what's happened right now. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. But when you get into your work, you're very creative and you're really able to create something special for yourself. But you do need to heal this broken heart so that you can take that weight that's on you off, because I do feel that there's some heaviness. Okay, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Thank you, Henry. All right, so I see a super chat, and I just want to remind you that super chat is 30 because they take the next 30 days, what's to come. Oh, I'm sorry, it's been a rough year. I'm sorry. Hi, Sherry, nice to see you. Jenny, it's $30 for the super chat, and it's $20 for PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe, because YouTube takes 40%. So I just want to make sure I say that. I got to be fair to everybody. Okay, so the next question is, so let me know when that's posted. I'm going to come back and answer your question. All right, so the next one is for Arlene, and she says, hi, Allison, love your shows, love your live shows, excuse me, and the new Friday night. Thank you, Arlene. I appreciate that. I'm loving this Friday night, too. I think it's a nice addition. It was Ken's idea. Thank you, Ken. I just think it's really cool. Oh, my God. Okay, these just flipped over. Well, Arlene, let's see. We've got the Six of Cups, and we've got the Tower, and the Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom. Let's take a look. This feels pretty good. Let's get one more card for you. All right, here we go. One more card. And we've got the Five of Wands. All right. And I just want to let everybody know I might be having a storm coming at me. It wasn't supposed to be here this evening, but I see something coming. So I just want to give everybody a heads up in case I lose power. So we've got Six of Cups, the Tower, and the Five of Wands. All right. So this is really telling me that, wait, did I even read the question? No, I didn't. What does my horse Jimmy think of me? I thought I did. Sorry. What does my horse Jimmy think of me? Oh my God. So Jimmy is in love with you. Jimmy just thinks you're the greatest thing in the world. I think you guys give each other things back and forth. I think he gives you love. He gives you nudges. You give him treats. You give him pats on the head. I think that you take care of him. I think it's a very beautiful, loving, sweet relationship. We also have the Tower moment. So this is releasing, I think it's releasing a lot of emotional baggage in both of you. I think that, I don't know if he's a rescue or if he had like maybe an adolescent stage that he went through, but I feel like he is mellowing. So I don't know if it's training, but I feel like he's releasing a lot of things, and that's allowing him to become a very mellow horse. So what does he think of you? That's what he thinks of you. So maybe if he was not standoffish, but maybe if he was, you know, kind of like a feisty teenager, that he is now kind of like dissolving that. He's letting that aspect go, like he's had some revelations that you're not a big, bad, scary human, right? That you bring him treats, that you take care of him, you do all this stuff for him, and he can accept you. I don't know. I don't think that he had a trust issue with you, but I just think that that's kind of like his edgy kind of horse personality, but he's coming around. It's like he's mellowing with age. Because we also have the Five of Wands, and this is the card of strife. It's the card of drama. So maybe, again, like he said, maybe he had some drama in the beginning. Maybe you had some drama with him. Maybe it was hard to train him in the beginning because there is that card of strife, but he sees you, okay? Let me show you the cards again. He sees you as being a very loving, and you have a beautiful, loving relationship with each other. Things are being released and revelations are happening. So maybe he's seen some new insights into you also. And with this Five of Wands, it's allowing him to move away from drama and strife. So if there's something going on around you, I think that this is what he sees, but I feel like he's transitioning away from it because of these cards. This is the card of love, and then this is the card of release. So maybe releasing drama and strife. Maybe he creates it. Maybe you create it unknowingly or something, and then he responds. But there's something about that. But he absolutely loves you. Oh my God, does he love you? He almost has this unconditional love for you. But he's a feisty guy. That's for sure. He's definitely got his attitude. Oh my God, Arlene, thank you for your question. Okay. So the next one is going to be from Sharon. And she writes, hi, Allison. Love your lives and Taurus video. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. And she says, I want to move to Wisconsin to be closer to my kids. Will it be a good move for me? Thanks, Sharon. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. All right. All right, here we go. So, will moving to Wisconsin be a good move for Sharon? We've got Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Empress. It will, but you need some clarity. So we've got the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Empress card. So this is saying you need to get clear on what it is that you want. You say you want to go and be closer to your kids. So what is it that you're looking for? I know you want to be close to your kids, but then it seems like to me what Spirit is saying is that you need more details. What kind of house, what kind of neighborhood, how close to the kids do you want? What else do you want there? Are you looking for a job? You know, you really need to get it clear. Yeah, you want to go be by your kids, but what else is it? And is it, I don't know the ages, so I'm thinking, do your kids have grandkids? Is it that you want to be, you know, is it that kind of age difference? So it's about you getting it clear in your head what it is that you want, but it's absolutely a good move for you. But it just tells me you need to look at it deeper and get more details on what it is you want. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card that's talking about strong foundations, quality relationships, working together as a team. It's that teamwork makes the dream work energy. This is telling me that it will absolutely work with you and your kids, and that this is a strong foundation. I think that you have a strong family, and this is absolutely something that's healthy for you and for them, and everyone is going to be enjoying this. And there's a lot of camaraderie there. A lot of good times are coming in with that card. And then we have the Empress. This is doing it with ease, right? This is something that it's just coming in. It's meant to happen. I think you know that it's meant to happen, and you're going there, and it's going to work out for you. I don't think you have to work hard at this move. While you do need to clarify your intention, everything else is going to fall into place. So it's one of those moments where you're like, okay, I kind of want to be in this neighborhood, and you find a house, or you think it's this neighborhood, and the realtor says, you know what, I have a really nice house over here. You go there, and that is actually the perfect neighborhood. They just fall into place as you're doing it. This is you going with ease, right? She's all four queens put together. She attracts abundance and prosperity, and she's ready to birth something. This is you and the universe working together, ready to birth this next chapter of your life. And it's really lining up for you. I mean, it's a clean energy that's coming through. Oh my God, Sharon, you're going to love it, and so are your kids. Congratulations. That's what the universe wants to tell you today. Wisconsin is made for you. All right. All right, Jenny, let's go ahead. Thank you for doing that. Let me go ahead and, yep, you sure did it right. Don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. So let me go back. Let me go back to the original question. I have to scroll back, so just give me a second. And here we go. Okay, so it says, sorry, this has been a rough year. The next 30-day, what's to come? Okay, so let's take a look at that. Okay. Here we go. The next 30 days for Jenny. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Three of Cups. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Three of Cups. So what this is telling me, let me just get that off my screen. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So what this is telling me is that you're over processing a lot of things in your head. You're really, really spending a lot of time thinking. You might even be gaslighting yourself. This is a card that's about a self-imposed restriction. This is you being in your head, and this is you maybe even having some anxiety or some panic, and you're only seeing one way of doing things or one way out if you're looking for a solution. So the thing with this card is that when you over process like that, you can't see very well. Okay, so the self-imposed restriction, she can very easily get out of this. She's got ribbons on. She could lean up against the sword, rub up against it. The ribbon releases. She reaches up, grabs the blindfold, and she walks away on her merry way. Again, self-imposed restriction. So dial back your thoughts, calm yourself, calm your vagus nerve. You can go on YouTube and look for exercises, 5 minutes, just a way of rubbing it to calm that nerve and to like hold down on it. Physical therapists can do that for you, or if you go to and get a massage done, they can do that. You tell them exactly what you want and they can do it. That's something that's coming in. Maybe you need to take a salt bath in magnesium to go ahead and relax a little bit. that will calm your mind and your body down and allow you to just take a deep breath and relax. That's kind of the energy around this card. Then we have the Lover's card, and this is a card that's about choices, right? So this is about you doing something that's divinely aligning for you. This could be in relationships, and this could be in career and work. So this is about you doing something that is really in a deep resonance with you. So for example, let's say it's a relationship. It's either a new one, or let's say you want to double down on the one you have. It's one of those relationships and you're feeling into it that is hitting, like let's say you have 10 must-haves. It is hitting that 8, 9, and maybe even 10. It's not a relationship where it's just 1, 2, or 3. That is not something that's divinely aligning. This is you hitting that mark, whether it is a relationship or a career or some other aspect of your life. But traditionally, those are the two areas of this card. But this card is about choices and things that are aligning for you, but you're feeling into it, right? So that's something that's coming in. So I think that when you calm the mind, you'll be able to see more of the choices, and the universe can present us with good and bad choices. So it's a matter of, again, feeling into it. What are your must-haves? Is this hitting it? And if it's not, are you moving on, or are you settling for it, right? Because the universe wants you to be happy. This is the Three of Cups. This is the card of celebration. This is the card of friendship, of having a really good time, raising your vibration. You will benefit from lightening up and having a good time, whatever that might be for you. Being in the company of friends, family, strangers, it doesn't matter. Maybe you join a meetup group for the first time. You don't know any of those people, but you have a great time with them. It just makes you happy, right? Laugh, have a good time. This is going to help you celebrate life and raise your vibration. And I think it also helps you break this up. Break up that type of monotony of that over processing, and it just allows you to be free. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today for the next 30 days. I'm going to make sure. Let's see. Jenny, I'm going to check for your answer to see how that resonates with you. All right. So thank you for your question, Jenny. All right. And thank you for your membership. You're awesome. Really. I have a video coming out this weekend for the members. All right. And so the next one is from Lisa Marie. I love it. I'm always going to think Lisa Marie Presley every time I see that name. Okay. So Lisa Marie, this is, hello, Alison. My boyfriend seems distant recently. What do you see in his energy? Thank you, Lisa Marie. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. And just a disclaimer, I am not a therapist. So we're just looking at the energy for him. Okay. All right. All right. So your boyfriend seems distant. What do I see in his energy? Okay. And all right. What do we see in his energy? Well, we have the Fool. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Well, he's definitely going through something. We've got the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So he's definitely starting a new chapter in his life, a new beginning. He's taken a leap of faith in some area of his life, whether it's a relationship, but I'm almost getting that he's seeing somebody else. So, but again, you know, I'm feeling the energy of the cards, okay? He's taking a leap of faith, a new chapter, a new beginning. He's starting over. And I feel like he's just going along for the ride. This is that Knight of Pentacles. This is slow and steady wins the race. One foot in front of the other, being practical, practical, grounded, stable, and secure. And that's what he's doing. He's looking for structure. And I say that because I think that he is literally walking away. Because we also have this card. I think with these two cards, he is walking away from this relationship. He just hasn't had the courage to say, it's not working out. I think we should break up, or however he wants to say it. He's already leaving. He's pursuing something else. He's not fully happy in that relationship. He's not emotionally satisfied, and he's on to something else. So I would definitely look at that again. I'm reading the energy of the cards. So that's something that you would want to have confirmation with a conversation or not, right? Because I never tell you what to do. I'm just telling you the energy that's coming in. But I think that he has definitely emotionally left this relationship. And because we're in the realm of Pentacles, I think he has physically left this relationship and he's gone off to something else. So that's something that's coming in. So I'm sorry about that, Lisa Marie. I'm sure that that's not what you wanted to hear, but I have to be honest, and that is the energy that's coming in for the cards. All right, thank you for your question. Again, I am not a therapist and get confirmation. I'm just reading the energy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say, because I think we're halfway through with the questions here, I'm going to go ahead and announce final call because people like to submit at the very last moment. So I'm going to do final call now. That gives you the opportunity to think of a question. And again, if you don't know of a question, you can say, what does the universe want to tell me today? Or will I find love this year? Will I find a new job? Whatever it is that you're looking to ask, go ahead and submit your question now. You can do it through PayPal, Venmo, SuperChat, or Stripe. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe. So let me scoot this over here. Let's see. So it's going to make me log in. So just give me a minute. Hopefully I don't have to see the street signs and everything else. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, this is so cute. Okay, so this is from Rose. All right. So I'm going to get a different deck for this. This is so funny. Okay. Hi, Allison. How will my garden do this season? Thank you, Rose. Love your live shows and your Virgo videos. Oh, thank you so much, Rose. Again, flattery gets you everywhere. I love it. Okay, so here we go. So how will my garden do this season? Thank you, Rose. And I love it. Your garden and your name is Rose. I just love it. The coincidences. I love it. All right, so here we go. All right. How will Rose's garden do this season? We have the King of Cups. We have the Hanged Man and the Six of Wands. It's going to do fantastic. We've got the King of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Wands. So this is really talking about you putting all your time, effort, and energy into it, all your love, all your understanding into this garden. All the seeds you've planted, you're nurturing it, you're tending your garden, and it's paying off. We have the Hanged Man. It's slow to get going. This is your garden taking a timeout. I just think it's slow, and you're going to have a big harvest coming in, but it's slow growing. So I don't know what you've planted, but it's just, it's taking its time, but it's absolutely coming because we have the Six of Wands. This is victory and success after a struggle. So this timeout, while it's not a struggle, but it's definitely, I think it's putting that fear into you. And this is about you having victory in the end. So I would not do anything to your garden if you think something is dead or there's something wrong with it, like it's not growing fast enough. This is telling me that it's going to be slow. So you definitely are going to have a big harvest and you're going to be loving it. This is a card where it's King Arthur coming back. And so everybody's patting him on the back. It's like pride in a job well done. Everybody's going to see your garden and they're going to be patting you on the back. What a great job. What a great garden. What a fruitful harvest. You know, everything is going to be coming in for you. So that is how your garden is going to do this season. Oh my God, I want you to send a photo. I love that for you, Rose. Thank you for your question. All right, so next one. All right, this is from Kirk, and he just submitted this. Okay, so this says, hi, Allison. Is this a good time for me to invest in real estate? I want to buy a rental property. Thanks, Kirk. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Again, the disclaimer, this is not financial advice. All right. So, is this a good time for me to invest in real estate? I want to buy a rental property. Okay, so let's find out. All right, this is for Kirk. Okay, we've got the Hermit, the Moon card, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so I think that this is time for you to make sure with the Hermit, the Moon, and the Page of Cups, to make sure this is really something you want. The cards are telling me that you're not really 100% on this. This is not really something you want to do. I'm getting that you think that this is a good investment for you, and that's where you want to park your money. You want to have rental income property coming in, but I'm getting that you are not really a happy camper with this. I don't think your heart is in it. This is telling me that you need to go within for answers and really gain some insight into what it is that you really want to do with your money, because I don't think this is it. I think that this is causing you too much worry because we have the Moon here. So this card is really telling me that you just don't want to do it. I think you have a lot of fear around it. Maybe it's fear of the unknown in the sense of you've never done it before, fear of, when if, like I'm in Florida, so what if a hurricane came through and the insurance company doesn't come through, you're left paying the mortgage, or if you paid cash, you're left holding the bag, whatever it is, you do have a lot of fear about it, and that's holding you up. So I just want to say, okay, there we go. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, if you let it go, you're going to feel that beautiful sense of just relief. If you can, try that vagus nerve exercise or take that salt bath, and it's cheap. You can get Epsom salt. Just read the ingredients, because now they're putting a bunch of crap in salt. It's like they can't just leave their hands on it, where it's just like maybe Epsom salt and then essential oil. They're putting other garbage in there. So definitely read the ingredients on Epsom salt. There's ancient minerals, because there's different forms of magnesium, and your body cannot OD on it, right? Put a couple of cups in there. Your body's going to take what it needs and it leaves the rest, and you will feel very good and very relaxed if you want to try that route. Okay, so again, Kurt, this is about you overcoming those fears. And then with this Page of Cups, this is a page, so it's a young energy. This is really telling me that your heart is not quite in it. You're using your imagination. You want to create something, you want to love it, but you really don't. I think you're thinking that this is the route that you need to go in to have that type of, that kind of consistent income coming in, like someone to pay your mortgage. I just feel like this is what you think you should do, but your heart is just not in it. You really need to go within to see if this is what you want to do. If you did it, I don't see anything bad happening, by the way. I mean, I don't see like, you losing anything or disaster. That's not an energy that's coming off the cards, but I just feel like you're not going to be happy, that it's going to be blah and it's ho-hum. And, I kind of feel like you're going to regret it, only in the sense of, I think because of this page, I think you're going to find something else that would be better suited to you that you would want to invest in. But then all of a sudden now your money is going to be locked up in a rental property. And then you're going to kind of it's going to slow you down, is what I'm trying to say. I think it would slow you down. But would it work for you? Yeah, but your heart's just not in it. And you definitely have a lot of fear around it. So maybe do a little more research. If that's really the area that you want to go in, do more research to get rid of this fear, because you have a deep-seated fear. You don't want to lose it. And that tells me that's not a good investment. That's a lot of money. That's not a good investment if that's the route you want to go in. So thank you for your question, Kirk. Okay. All right. So the next one is from Marcel. And he writes, "Hi, Alison. Will I find love this year? Thanks, Marcel. Love your shows and Aquarius videos." Oh, thank you so much. Flattery gets you everywhere. You guys know that. I love it because I'm on the other end of a camera. I don't get to interact with you unless you're one of my clients for a session. Okay, so here we go. All right, so will I find love this year? Thanks, Marcel. Okay, let's find out. Let's see what the cards have to say. And I'm using my love deck. All right, here we go. Will Marcel find love this year? We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And the Emperor. So yeah, you will actually. We've got the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Now there's no cup energy here, but that's okay. I mean, really, you could say that the King of Cups is with the Emperor, because the Emperor is all 4 kings put together. But overall, there's not a cup energy. It's like the Lovers card isn't here, the Two of Cups isn't here, but we do have the Eight of Wands. This is incoming messages that are coming in, and they carry important messages. So this is telling me you've got these gifts, blessings, and omens coming in. So if you want to find love this year, I think that you're going to be directed in that arena, directed to a person. Maybe you're going to be introduced to somebody. Someone's going to tell you, hey, go here. Maybe it's a singles club, a meetup group, whatever it is, you definitely have some information coming in to steer you in the right direction. This is you having a good time, being grounded, stable, and secure. You're balancing your responsibilities. And I like this. So this is going to be work and, let's say, I don't know, work and play. You know, this is you really staying in that type of balance, but because he's a juggler, he's having a good time. So while all of this is going on about you finding love, you're keeping your vibration up and you keep your feet on the ground. You're not losing your mind. You're not swinging with this emotions over here, intellect over here. You're really staying very balanced, and that's good. And then with the Emperor, this is about you taking charge of your life. This is about you really being determined for the type of person that you want to meet and that you do want to meet love. And I like this. This tells me you're not going to settle. And because this is all four kings put together, when we look at that King of Cups, that's part of him, that is a king that has explored his emotions on such a deep level that he doesn't feel the need for drama or anything else. He's very calm, cool, and in control. That's why the Emperor doesn't show his emotions very much, because he is in control of every aspect of all the kings. So, but he's also willing to throw down and fight at a moment's notice. So if you do find somebody that you love, or you're going to put yourself out there to who you love, you will definitely fight and defend that position. Will you find love this year? Absolutely. It's you taking charge of your life. It's you taking charge of where you're going to go, who you're going to be with. Are you in a good mood? I feel that you have really done this work where it's allowing you to be in a higher vibration. You want love, and I feel like you already know you need to be in that loving vibration to attract love. I feel like you're in an excellent position right now. So will it be this year? Yeah, I think so. You know, time is hard in the tarot, but this is telling me, yeah, this year, the way the question was. Wow, congratulations. Thank you for your question. All right, just a reminder, everybody, final call. All right. So I'm going to take a moment to tell you about the channel. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment and let us know what you think. Leave a comment on the video, especially after it posts. That really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to join the channel's new membership, by all means do it. It's on the video. It'll allow you to be part of this wonderful community that we have and see videos that are specifically for the members. It's a great way to support the channel. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading, a missing person consultation, check out the Learning Center where the classes are, private sessions are there, Alison's picks, that's going to be the affiliate links, and again, the new membership, if that's something you're interested in. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and answer this next question. This is from Dalia, and Dalia says, hi, Alison, love your show and the new Friday. Thank you, Dalia. I love it too. Then flattery gets you everywhere. I'm always going to say that because it's true. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Dalia from Oregon. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Welcome, Oregon. I wish I was there. All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Dalia today? Dalia from Oregon. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So this is really talking about you stepping into your power right now and self-actualizing. This is allowing you to go ahead and figure out what it is that you want and to go for it without any fear. This is you being bold and courageous. This is you coming at it from a place of enthusiasm, using your charm and your charisma to go after something that really means a lot to you. You can see she's got the sunflower there, which follows the sun. You are going towards the light. You're following something that lights you up, that makes you happy, and that you light up a room with. That is a beautiful energy. You are going for it. Then we have this Ace of Cups. And I just want to say too, this Ace of Cups, or not Ace of Cups, this Queen of Cups is really talking about self-love. This is the energy that's coming off the card. So there's something about you right now loving yourself. You need to love yourself, and that will help you love other people, be in a deep relationship because you love yourself first, right? So this is about you having that type of focus inward right now, that you would really benefit from that in your life. So treat yourself to something special, right? Take yourself out on a date, do a spa day, buy yourself some flowers, do something that really makes you feel good and start loving yourself. Maybe you even need to write a gratitude journal. Write down 5 things every day that you're grateful for. And at the end of the 7 days in the first week, you've got 35 different things that you're grateful for, and watch that heart open and watch it shift, right? Because with this, it's about you loving yourself is the vibration for this card, this reading. So I would also say maybe you want to say things you're grateful for about yourself and see what comes out. Right? So that way you start loving yourself and you see how beautiful and wonderful you are. You see the beauty on the inside, not just the outside. So I would definitely try and do something like that. I feel like it's really a deep card for you. It's also about you trusting your intuition as you're creating something for yourself, because these two queens together, she's self-actualizing and she is going within in the heart and her intuition. So I would say trust your intuition, especially with something that you're trying to create. Then we have the last card, which is the Ace of Swords. This is literally a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. This is a new triumphant beginning in truth and in clarity. This tells me that you will be able to see something very clearly in your life. There's something I think that maybe you don't have clarity on while you're striving for something with this self-actualization and this self-love. There's something that you don't quite see clearly. So when this comes in, I think you're going to have a beautiful epiphany on something. And you know what? Maybe it has something to do with you doing the gratitude journal and you're writing down 5 things every day that you're grateful for about yourself. Maybe this is a way for you to get to know yourself, and it opens that door for you to get to know yourself in a very loving way because you're writing these things down. And if you're having a hard time writing something down, that's okay. That just tells you the kind of work you want to do to start loving yourself. And if that's uncomfortable, then write down 5 things that you're grateful for outside of yourself. That exercise is for you. It's not to make you uncomfortable, because when you're going through that process, see what comes up. It's a journal just for you. You don't have to show it to anybody, but I think you would really benefit from it. Wow. Oh my God, Dalia, I love that for you. Congratulations. All right. Next question. This is going to be from, let's see. This is from Cliff. Okay. Hello, Alison. Will I find love this year? Thanks, Cliff. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right. See, these questions are so important. Everything is about love. All right. So here we go. This is from Cliff. Final call for anybody watching that wants to ask a question, because I think I've only got a couple more questions left. And I'll refresh and we'll find out if anything new came in on Venmo and PayPal. All right. Okay. It's our new Friday night. Not everybody knows about it yet. Okay. So here we go. Hello, Alison. Will I find love this year? Thanks, Cliff. Okay, this is for Cliff. Will he find love this year? We have the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Well, I think it's going to be towards the end of the year, because we have someone, this is the 9 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. I say that because this is a card that's about independence. And this is independence and self-reliance. This is not a card that really wants to be with another person. So I think that you're enjoying your freedom right now. I think that this is something that, instead of your focus is on your freedom, on what it is that you have in your life right now. So that could be business. If you have kids from a previous relationship, maybe that's your focus. Whatever it is, it's you living independently. And so I feel that you might want to make a little bit of a shift to be able to allow somebody to come into your life, to create space for somebody to come in. Because right now I feel like you're really locked into a routine and you enjoy it, but there's not enough room for somebody else to come in and have enough space to be themselves. So I think it's about just making a couple of readjustments and some tweaks that are coming in, because when we have this Queen of Wands, this is about you self-actualizing without fear and stepping into your power. And I think when you have this type of fierce independence, that when this card shows itself, it's really about you wanting to be out there and to be a showman is kind of what I'm feeling. And it's about you attracting. Okay, this is a card that's very flirtatious. This is about you attracting someone, but you need to make room for them once you get them. So I think that this is about you really having a wonderful opportunity to attract love, but until you clear that space to let somebody else in, you might get them and then they turn around and they go right out. So I think you need to have a middle ground with this. You can be fiercely independent and have room for somebody else. Maybe they're fiercely independent, whatever it might be. Maybe you want a power couple relationship, but you've got to create that space for them. The last card is the Four of Pentacles. This is about you really being stuck in your routine. You're blocking change. And that's why this is such a sticking point. You being fiercely independent, you kind of don't want to change. It's like you want your cake and eat it too. You want this relationship, you want to find love, and you're willing to do the work, but you're not you don't have that space to let someone come in, and you don't want to change your routine. I think you're kind of stuck in your routine. You like it. It's working out for you. And now that you want someone in your life, and maybe it's been a while, maybe you've just been casually dating, but now if you really want love, you need to create that space. It's that simple, because you're blocking it right now. Wow. Thank you for your question, Cliff. I love it. All right. So the next one. Okay, so I only have 2 questions left. Let me just refresh really quick. Hold on. All right. Let me make sure. Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that? Okay, so okay, so I have 2 questions that came in, one from Sherry and one from Tamara. Thank you. And let me go ahead and refresh this one. I think there was a delay because it's showing me the timestamp. I think there was a delay in it posting. Anyways, let's go ahead and I'm going to do Tamara. Okay. All right. I don't know if you're watching. Okay. So sometimes that happens. All right. So what you got for me? Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. What does the universe want to tell you today? Let me go ahead and do it. All right. I'm going to switch decks for you. All right. Here we go. All right. What does the universe want to tell Tamara today? We've got the Judgment card. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So we've got the Judgment card, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So this is really having that compassionate review of your past. So the Judgment card, it's the 20 in the tarot. Then the World is the 21, and then you circle back to the Fool to start your next chapter. But this card is the Heavy card. This is you having revelations. This is you having that compassionate review of your life, looking back at your past. So you're taking everything in. You're not gaslighting yourself. You're not beating yourself up over anything. You're looking at all this information, and you're trying to get these life lessons and take it with you into the next chapter of your life. So this is you asking those serious questions. Who am I right here, right now? What makes me happy? What do I love? And is it different from what it was 6 months ago, 5 years ago, whatever it is? How are my finances? How's my health? How's my relationship with my friends, my family? coworkers, whatever it is you're looking at. These are just sample questions, but you're asking the big picture. So you're being called basically out of your old life into your new life. And by doing that, it is to bring this knowledge with you into the new life. And so that is a card that's coming up for you. The universe also wants to tell you to follow your heart. This is the beautiful Prince Charming energy, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is that beautiful energy of you following your heart and bringing your cup of love forward. This is you also having an artistic expression in some area of your life. So maybe you want to show that your love language is cooking. Maybe this is about you painting, dancing, whatever it is you have this beautiful artistic expression that you benefit from being creative. That is something that enriches your life. But again, this is you following your heart, tapping into that intuition and going forward into your future. Then we have the Ace of Wands. This is literally a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning, like all aces are. And this particular ace is out with the old, in with the new, and it is a passionate, creative spark, a new beginning. And he's breathing dragon fire on that to give you extra energy to go ahead and have that creative spark, this inspiration to create something new for yourself. It's beautiful. It's a passionate new beginning. So something new is coming in. And the way these cards are set up is that this is something that's happening at the end of a chapter in your life. So maybe this door is getting ready to close and this door is getting ready to open. So there's definitely something that you're about to go through that's allowing you to follow your heart into this new door, into this new beginning. And that's going to bring something very special for you. And it's out with the old, in with the new. So it's that old door, right? And it could be people, places, things, ideas, and it could be all of the above, because usually it's more than just one area. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today, Tamara. Thank you for your question. All right, let me go to Sherry. All right, so Sherry. Okay. Good afternoon, Alison. I always enjoy watching your live chats. I recently started a side business, to be a brand partner with selling a product I believe in that is something that helps people to get back on track with their health. My question for the universe today is, I would like to ask my credit union to give me an increase on my credit card up to a $10,000 credit limit, and wanted to ask the universe if they would approve it if I asked for it. At least, what are my chances that they will approve it? Thank you, Alison. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Sherry, for your question. Let's go ahead and find out for that. I'm actually going to switch decks for that. Okay, so would they approve you for a $10,000 credit limit? Okay. Let's find out. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So we have got the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles has a lot of resources. The other word for pentacles would be coins, and that's what he is. And he's the king of coins, the king of resources. So the way the question is asked, would they approve you for a $10,000 credit limit? So they're going to stress out and they're going to worry about it. They're going to look and do all the research that they can. They are going to, pull your credit. They're going to do everything that they do to see if you're qualified for that. I feel that these banks really don't want to give out that kind of a limit that stresses them out, right? I think that they're very nervous investing in people. I think that this is something that they are going to play over and over in their head. They're going to mull it over. And then this is a self-imposed restriction. I think the banks have restrictions. I think that the banks are waiting to see what's happening in the current political temperature, to see what's happening in the economic temperature. And I think that I think that they're nervous, and I think that they're protecting their own assets. However, that being said, because I think it's an interesting time, that being said, we do have the King of Pentacles that's shown himself. This king is grounded, stable, secure, right? He's practical. He has a lot of resources, which includes your finances. And he's worked really hard to get to this position. I do feel that you would be qualified to get a $10,000 loan. I think it's based on everything I said, but the banks are very uptight. I don't think they're comfortable doing that at the credit card company. You know, I think that, yes, they want people in debt because they want that. But at the same time, I think a lot of people file bankruptcy and they do write-offs. So whatever their rationale is, and there's probably other things too, but I think this is about you being qualified for that. And I think that if you get turned down from one company, one credit union, I think it's a matter of you going to maybe a different one or a different one. I don't know if you have more than one bank because you said it's a credit card, but the credit union. So maybe do you also have a banking account? You know, what is it? I would go from place to place. Maybe it's not going to be $10,000. Maybe it's going to be a little less, but you still have something coming in and you can go ahead and use that towards the business. But he's got a lot of resources. So that tells me that you have a really good chance at that. I like that for you. Okay. So, but they're nervous about it. You know, it's kind of like in Florida, what we have here is that we had a lot of the insurance companies refuse to insure people. And so, you know, they're like clamping back. You know, they're there to make money. They're not there to bail you out, right? So that's their business model. So the banking, they're there to make money. So I would see that they're very nervous. So we'll see what happens. But I think that you are definitely in the running for it. Thank you for your question. All right, let me go back to this. And I'm going to refresh because it times me out. And sorry, guys, those questions weren't there. They just populated, but yet it has a different time zone. So I'm not sure, not time zone, but different time stamp. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. You know, it could be that we had, I don't know, we had a storm come through. Okay, so let me just do stripe really quick. Okay, so we've got these two. Oh my God. Okay, so everybody, this is a fun question. Okay, hi Alison. Does Bigfoot exist? Can you check with the cards? Thanks, Chris. Okay, Chris. Let's go ahead and ask. Okay. All right, does Bigfoot exist? I feel like I need a different deck for that. Let me go over here. All right. All right, does Bigfoot exist? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Magician. Ace of Cups, Hierophant, and the Magician. Okay, so Ken, I don't know if you're still there. I don't know if the last thing I see is from Jenny. So if anybody's in the chat, I don't have access to the chat. I just want to let you know. So if any super chats have been submitted, I don't see them because the chat's been locked up on my end. If Ken, if you can make a comment, I want to see if I can see it. Otherwise, it's done it again. And that's not, I film on my phone. That's not me. That is YouTube. So, okay. So again, does Bigfoot exist? This is hilarious. Okay. So Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Magician. I say that because when I ask a yes or no question, especially when I'm with my clients one-on-one, and I pull an ace, that's a yes. That's a confirmation. And that's what's so funny. That's why I'm laughing. Does Bigfoot exist? This is a big yes. Do I believe in Bigfoot? No. But I'm open to learning about it. But I know I have a lot of friends that do, that are in the psychic community. I've never seen Bigfoot, but a lot of people claim that they have or they feel that energy. So this card came out that's a big yes. This is the Ace of Cups. This is about being in the flow. And again, an ace is a confirmation by saying yes. It's being open-hearted, full of love, in touch with your emotions, feeling very intuitive in your connection to source. So does Bigfoot exist? This is saying yes. And we've got the Hierophant. This is something that is old. Bigfoot is old, has been around for a very, very long time. I think Bigfoot is interdimensional, is what this card is actually telling me right now. I'm holding it, and that he has been around for a long, long time. And that Bigfoot likes to be in the forests, in these trees. This is an old tree. It's called the oldest one. And look at the owl to give it perspective. So this is really telling me that this is something that might even be getting spiritual divine downloads, because if we're all God's creatures, then this Bigfoot is also getting divine downloads. I do think it's interdimensional from the energy of this card. I do think that it has some type of connection to spirit or source. What that is exactly, I don't know, but there is something going on there that's coming through in the cards. Then we have the Magician. This is what I'm saying. I think that they are interdimensional. I think that they are in charge of a lot of tools that we don't know and that we don't see. A lot of magician tools. So maybe they're able to disappear, go through a portal. Maybe they are able to do certain things that we're not and that we're not aware of, and it's like a hidden knowledge. But they definitely have this type of magician energy, so some type of a magic, something that you could even say, and again, I'm not a believer in Bigfoot, prove me wrong, and I'm open to that, right? But this is, maybe if it's interdimensional, it could, let's say alien. Let's say it's alien technology, right? Let's say there's something that causes it to disappear all of a sudden. Or if you saw it, they can do a mind wipe. I'm just throwing examples out there, that they have the ability to, all of a sudden, you just don't remember. Maybe a lot of us have seen it and something has happened where we're not able to remember, or maybe there's something about the cones and rods in our eyes and we're not actually able to see it all the time. It's something like that. There's something going on, because remember, the magician is smoke and mirrors, right? So maybe there's something going on that we can't quite see it. We can't put our finger on it because we're seeing something on a different frequency, a different level. So that's what's coming in, but definitely I'm getting interdimensional. Interesting. Okay, so that's about Bigfoot. And a lot of people claim to have seen Bigfoot. I haven't, so I'm not saying anything on that. It's just to be open to what's out there in the universe. Okay, last question, and then I'm going to do a soul tribe reading for everybody. This is from Ben, and he writes, "Hi, Alison. Will I find a new house in the next few months? Been looking for a while." Thanks, Ben. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right. Will Ben find a new house in the next few months? Okay. All right. Yes, you absolutely will. First card out, King of Pentacles, and this is this is the deck where it's loaded. King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. You absolutely will. Here it is, right there. You're finding your house. Wow. And we have the Ten of Swords. Let me show you the cards again. That's amazing. So we have the King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Swords. So this is you having all the resources. You're grounded, stable, secure, practical. You have everything going for you because you've worked really hard to get to this position. You're really well qualified to buy a house. Everything is going for you. It's you going in within to try and find what is right for you. So, you're having all the details down. And maybe this is also you learning as you go, because maybe you think you want one house, or maybe you think you want to be on a hill, and then you realize you don't have much of a backyard because you're on a hill. It's that kind of thing that you're really kind of figuring that out as you go. But then we've got all four aces. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So that Ace of Swords, it is a lot of clarity coming in. You're having a lot of epiphanies right now on what kind of house you actually want. Again, I feel like it's a learning curve for you. Then we have the Ace of Cups. This is you really getting in the flow, and I think you're in the flow. It says you've been looking for a while, but that's because I think that this has been a learning curve, but I think that this is allowing you to get the right house for you. You're not settling, you're waiting for the right one. You're in the flow, so it's going to come easy because look at this. I'm just going to jump ahead. That's your house. You're walking right up to your house. Oh my God. I mean, can you get any clearer in the cards? So with that Ace of Cups, you're in that flow, right? It's that mind, body, soul. You're doing all the learning. You're happy. You're excited. You're in the flow. It's coming in. You're very intuitive. You know when something feels right. And so far, these homes haven't felt quite right, and you're not settling, and that's smart. Then we get up to the Ace of Wands, and that is literally out with the old, in with the new, a passionate new beginning. You haven't found anything that you're passionate about yet, but it's right here. It's coming in. Then we have that Ace, the final Ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. And that is literally a golden opportunity. It's right around the corner and it's coming. It might feel like you said it'd been looking for a while. Yeah, but you know what? All of that is paid off. It's making it so that you're really getting the real house that's meant for you. I feel this has been a learning experience. We've got this Page of Pentacles, and he's all about being a scholar, being studious, studying things. This is you. This has been a big learning experience. And guess what? This is my Hamlet card also, to be or not to be, to act or not to act. You're asking, is this my house or not? Your intuition is going to tell you all of these new beginnings. This is the house that's going to be presenting to you. So your house is absolutely coming. It's right there. I would, you know what? I'm going to make a bold statement. I would say you're going to find it in the next month. I don't say that very often because time is hard in the tarot, but I feel that because this card has presented itself and you've got all these new beginnings, you have 4 aces. It's right there. Right there. You are having to release a few things. We've got the 10 of Swords. So swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. You are releasing some things that are no longer serving you, and this is a blessing in disguise. And I think that's part of your learning curve, part of this educational process that you're going through. You know, again, maybe you thought you wanted one thing, and it turns out you really don't once you go and you see it, right? Maybe you wanted a really big house, and then you get there, and you're like, oh, I don't want all the maintenance. I don't want to have to clean so much space. I don't really need it. You know, it's a learning curve what it is that you've been doing. Maybe you thought you wanted a 2-story home and you're in your 40s, and then you thought about it and it's your forever home. And you know what? Now you're like, you know what? I don't want to have to climb stairs when I'm in my 50s or 60s or 70s. Let's dial it back. So this whole thing has been a learning curve. You're having to release a lot of ideas, I think, that you had about it. And when that happens, the perfect home is about to present to you. I think you're right there. Wow, Ben. Thank you for your question and good luck. I wish we had pictures. I would love to see pictures of all this stuff. If you guys felt comfortable sharing, I'd love to see that because it's coming. It's right there. All right. And Bigfoot. I'd love to see a picture of Bigfoot if you've seen it. Okay. I mean like a real picture, guys. Don't send me just stuff off the internet. Okay. Don't send me stuff anyways. All right. So I'm going to just check one more time because I got timed out. So let me just double check because final call, don't submit any questions. I'll take the ones that are here if there's any new ones, but don't submit any more questions. Okay. All right. So that's it for tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Soul Tribe reading. So yay. So this is going to be for anyone that is watching live, anyone that's watching the replay, whether this finds you tomorrow, in a week, or 5 years from now. This video was meant for you. All right, so let's see what the universe wants to tell all of us today. All right. So here we go. Yeah, I can't see the chat, just to let you know. There's nothing there. I forgot to respond to you, Ken. I'm just seeing the same thing. Let me tell you how far back it goes. It's when Jenny said something about her reading. That's how far back it stopped. All right, everybody. What does the universe want to tell us today? Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Emperor. All right. Beautiful cards for everyone. Six of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Emperor. This is victory and success after a struggle. So for everybody that's going through something right now, this is about you really having the payout now. This is where he's working really hard to birth this dragon. It was an egg. He took care of it. He put his time, effort, energy into it. It was a lot of work, a lot of struggle, blood, sweat, and tears. And then now it's paid off. He's birthed this dragon, and his friends are around him, fellow wizards, and they're patting him on the back because they understand just how much went into this. This is victory and success after a struggle. This is traditionally King Arthur coming in. So we've got that. Then we have the Seven of Cups. This is telling me that while you've got that victory and success coming in, you have a lot of opportunities that are here before you, things that are really speaking to your heart. But these are things that can be good and bad, but nothing is settled yet. So it's a time for you to pause and wait for clarity. If you're trying to make some decisions in your life and you don't have clarity, it's a good opportunity to just look and observe and wait for things to become clear, because nothing has really fully settled and you have opportunities in a lot of different areas. Wait for clarity before you take action, and that will also lead to success. Then the last card that's here is the Emperor. This is about you taking charge of your life, taking control of your life. This is you having that outward focus over the realm. This is you stepping into a position of strength and power over your own life. So seeing what it is that you want to do and create for yourself, for your friends, your family, and really making that happen. This is you taking bold and courageous steps forward. This is you knowing your emotional IQ and being able to make decisions for not just yourself, but for everything around you. You're really looking at the big picture when the Emperor steps up. And this is just telling me that I think that I'm getting that, it's almost like I feel like the star is coming in on this card right now. I know it didn't show up in the reading, but I feel it's like part of the energy for the star. I feel like for some of you with this Emperor energy, you're going to be reaching for the stars, that you're going to be going for this type of renewal in your life. And I think that's because of the struggle that was here. This is victory and success after the struggle. And I think that what's coming in for you while you're waiting for clarity, not only is you taking charge of your life, but it's something about it's bringing in this type of renewal and healing for you. And that's allowing you to heal an aspect of yourself so that you can self-actualize, so that you can step into this position of strength and power to take control of yourself. So it's almost like if someone, wanted you to do something, but you had like one arm behind your back before, it's being released. And you've got this healing coming in where now you're really able to create something with both hands for yourself versus just having one and you're kind of limping along. I think that this is allowing you to have that success, and when the clarity comes in, there's really no stopping you. It's allowing you to make smart, rational decisions on what it is that you want to do in your life or with your life. That's what the message is that's coming through. It's a beautiful message. It's a beautiful energy. It's all positive. There's not a negative thing here. Oh, what a great way to end the week for the weekend. I love that for everybody. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for today. Again, if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see me go live on any future videos. And what else to tell you? You can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and sign up for the newsletter, book a personal reading, a consultation, look at the Learning Center, look at the Alison's picks for the affiliate links, and what else to tell you? Just a reminder, I go live 3 days a week. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Fridays, which is where you're at right now, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. Oh my God, it's so much fun. I love it. I hope you do too. And don't forget to join the membership. That's a great way to support the channel. It's through YouTube, and great community. I mean, if you've been in the chat, I haven't been able to watch the chat because it froze, but I do know the audience that shows up, and I know my moderators, and I know that we have a great time. It's a wonderful community. If you want to be part of that, please go ahead and join, and I'll see you next time. All right, everybody, lots of love. Bye for now.